Hello, amazing English learners. Welcome back to Unlock B2 English, the podcast designed to make you feel confident and fluent in every conversation.
And I'm so excited to start this journey with you. Today, we're diving into a topic that often sparks lively debate, the fascinating differences between British and American English.
Exactly. If you've ever felt a little confused trying to understand a British sitcom after watching an American movie, or vice versa, you're in the right place. We're going to clarify some of those key distinctions, from vocabulary to pronunciation.
Our goal today is not just to point out differences, but to help you navigate them so you can understand and be understood, no matter where you are in the English-speaking world.
To help you get the most out of this episode, here's some key vocabulary we'll be using. Dialect, a particular form of a language that is peculiar to a specific region or social group. Accent, a distinctive mode of pronunciation of a language associated with a particular nation, locality, or social class. Slang, informal language consisting of words and phrases that are regarded as very informal, are more common in speech than writing, and are typically restricted to a particular context or group of people.
Before we jump into the main discussion, think about this. Have you noticed any specific British or American English words or phrases that have confused you in the past? Keep that in mind as we explore today's topic.
So, let's start with perhaps the most obvious difference for many learners. It's incredible how often different words are used for the same thing.
Absolutely. The classic examples immediately come to mind. For instance, in American English, you go to the store to buy groceries. But in British English, you might go to the shop. If you're building a house, in the US, you might use lumber, whereas in the UK, it's timber.
And let's not forget clothes. Americans wear pants, but for a Brit, pants usually refers to underwear. They wear trousers instead. And while Americans might have sweaters, Brits wear jumpers. These small differences can lead to big misunderstandings if you're not aware.
Beyond individual words, we also see differences in spelling. Many words ending in "or" in American English and in "our" in British English. Think color versus color, or favor versus favor.
And the eyes versus eyes ending, like organize, American, versus organize.
Now, let's touch on pronunciation, which is where the accent comes into play. While both are perfectly valid, there are distinct sounds that differentiate them.
One of the most noticeable is the R sound. In many American accents, the R is pronounced quite clearly at the end of words like car or teacher. In many British accents, especially received pronunciation, that R sound is often dropped, so car sounds more like caw.
Another common one is the A sound. In words like bath or dance, Americans tend to use a shorter ah sound, while many Brits use a longer ah sound. So bath becomes bath in some British accents.
It's not about one being better than the other, just different. The key is to develop an ear for these variations so you can understand speakers from both sides of the Atlantic. And remember, within both countries, there are countless regional dialects and accents.
Exactly. We're talking about general tendencies here, not rigid rules. The best way to get familiar is through consistent exposure to both.
Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We've explored some of the key differences in vocabulary, like shop versus store, or trousers versus pants. We also touched on spelling variations, like color versus color, and pronunciation differences, especially the R sound and the A in words like bath.
And we defined dialect, accent, and slang to help you understand these linguistic nuances. Remember, the goal is not to choose one over the other, but to build your comprehension of both.
Now for your weekly challenge. Think back to the British or American English words or phrases that might have confused you in the past. Can you now identify why they might have been different based on what we've discussed today?
Even better, try to find 3 more examples of vocabulary differences between British and American English. You can use online dictionaries, language forums, or even just watch clips from different TV shows. The more you actively engage with these differences, the more natural they'll become.
That's all for this episode of Unlock B2 English. We hope you feel more confident navigating the rich tapestry of British and American English.
Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform so you don't miss any new episodes.
We'll be back in a few days with Travel English, essential phrases for any trip.
Thank you so much for listening.
See you then.